I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psychacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is attend to your soil. So this is building on an episode I published some time ago called Be a Ruthless Gardener. In that talk, I made the analogy between one's consciousness or mental state and a garden, and that it's up to each one of us to deracinate, to pull up by the roots the useless and negative thoughts that proliferate like weeds in our minds. Just like in a garden, these thoughts take up space that could otherwise be allocated to more useful and attractive specimens. And much like a gardener who feels no pity, sympathy, or remorse about pulling weeds, you can likewise feel no pity, sympathy, or remorse about attending to these negative thoughts. Now, on top of this though, it's important to attend to your soil. What does that mean? Well, some soil conditions are far more conducive to the growth of weeds than others. And if you simply limit yourself to pulling up the weeds that sprout in your garden without addressing the conditions from which they arise, then you will likely end up doing much more work over the long run than you would otherwise need to. Now, the soil is the environment in which you live, the environment from which thoughts emerge. Think about it. Are you more likely to experience positive, confident, and hopeful cognitions when you're tired or well rested? When you're stressed or at peace? When you're hungry or well fed? When you're hungover or sober? When you're around disrespectful people or supportive friends? When you're around users and enablers or secure and interdependent partners? I think the answers are pretty obvious. Of course, it takes time and effort to cultivate, say, inner peace or supportive friendships. However, it also takes time and effort, and potentially much more time and effort, to continually cope with the consequences of not doing so. You'll be pulling out weeds left and right if you don't work to change the soil from which they emerge. With the right soil conditions, you might not have to pull so many weeds, which is very useful. So how do you attend to your soil? Well, in particular, I'd like you to focus on your social environment. If you hang around 5 guys who sit on the couch and smoke weed every night, well, guess what? It's only a matter of time before you're the 6th. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who know you, who care about you, who support your growth and progress, and who share your primary values, then you will be supported in becoming a better version of yourself. You won't have to do as much maintenance to cope with the consequences of their company. There will simply be fewer weeds to pull. I hope this helps. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, please like, rate, and review this episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and drop a comment below. Finally, if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.